Hi guys, as you can tell, I am currently driving around dropping off some Christmas presents to all of my clients this year, and I wanted to film a video today, but the day is getting a little bit crazy, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it right now. So a little bit of a casual chat today. But I wanted to film a video on what the market is currently doing and looking like around Idaho Falls or around southeastern Idaho right now. It is currently middle of December, so this should go up next week, so it should be up to date. But I'm sure you've noticed that the market has really slowed down compared to earlier this year, in like the beginning half of 2022. Things are lasting a lot longer on market. There's been a lot more price drops. Prices are coming down. And it's not completely a buyer's market yet, but it is still it is a lot more balanced than it was, like I said, the beginning of the year, or even like the last 2 years where it was a crazy seller's market. So basically what that means is there really isn't any more like bidding wars, no crazy competitions, trying to like outbid each other to get houses. Really not even any more crazy terms that you need to get accepted. I know, like I said, the beginning of the year, the last like 2 years, people were submitting, offers that were like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 over asking, waiving inspections, waiving appraisals, or putting in appraisal gaps, meaning if the house didn't appraise at that value, they would pay that difference out of pocket just so they could get the house. It was a really crazy market, which was great for sellers, but it was really, really hard for buyers to be able to compete and get the house that they wanted. But basically what I'm saying is that that's not how it is anymore, which is really nice for buyers. The last few offers that I've had accepted were not only under list price, but they were also able to get the seller to cover a portion or completely cover their closing costs. I also had a few where the sellers agreed to pay for an interest rate buy down for the buyers. And there's a few different ways that you can structure that. I feel like it's kind of a newer idea that has started to become more common just as interest rates have gone up. Basically, the most common one that I've done is called the 2-1 buy down. And that's where, say your interest rate right now is 7%. So the sellers would pay the amount to pay it down for the first year of your loan, or the first year of the buyer's loan. Your interest rate would be 5%, meaning they pay 2 points down on the interest rate. And then the second year it would be 6%, so they pay down 1% of the interest rate. And then at that point it would just go back up to whatever the interest rate that you locked in at was, or you could refinance at that time. That's kind of the idea. But that has also been a really good strategy for my buyers right now. The last closing that I had, the buyers did not have to pay a lot out of pocket to close. The sellers covered a large portion of their closing. So that was amazing. On top of that, so not only are buyers able to have a lot more favorable terms accepted right now, but like I said, things are lasting a lot longer on the market. Common timelines right now are anywhere from like 30 to 60 days. Earlier in the year and the last several years, when it was a really strong seller's market, things were going under contract in, some even hours, some in like a day or two. So it's definitely lengthened out since then. Like I said, a lot more price drops are happening. One house that I just wrote an offer on for some clients was on the market for I think 7 days, and then it price dropped like 5% already. So that's definitely a common thing. I've actually had some buyers reach out to me and be worried about seeing the price drops, thinking that something is like wrong with the house that they're looking at. So if you're wondering that, that's most likely not the case. It's just because the market is slowing down a lot, and that's just where the market is headed. That's what prices are doing. So for buyers, this is obviously a great thing because it means that they're getting terms that are more favorable to them accepted. It's saving them money. It's saving them from competing in bidding wars and crazy things like that. For sellers, it's obviously a little bit of a concern because the tables are turning a little bit and things aren't quite as much in their favor. But like I said, I do want to emphasize we are not just in a buyer's market right now. It's honestly probably still leaning toward the sellers, if not just being a little bit more balanced on both sides. So while prices are dropping, you may not be able to get as top dollar for your house as you were 6 months ago or a year ago, but things are still definitely selling. You might just need to be prepared to compromise a little bit more on terms, maybe even offering an interest rate buy down for any potential buyers, so it gives them some peace of mind and saves them some money. So while prices are going down on houses, and that's kind of hard to swallow as a seller, you also have to think that you're going to get the advantage on the other side if you're buying a new house after you sell your own. So I feel like it always kind of balances out in that way. Also, something to consider is that we are in winter right now, and winter is always a slower time for buying or for selling in the housing market. People just kind of slow down and stop looking over the holidays. People don't want to move over the holidays. But if you are buying or selling, this is kind of a good time to do it because there isn't a lot of competition out there. If you're selling, there is not a lot of inventory out there right now. So that puts you at a better spot to reach more buyers and to just get more attention on your home. But yeah, there is a little market update for you guys as of December 2022 around Idaho Falls in southeastern Idaho. So if you are looking right now, or if you're thinking about starting to look or to sell or whatever in the near future or in 2023, hopefully that gave you kind of just more insight on what it's doing right now and what is probably to come in the next few months. But yeah, as always, if you guys have any questions or want recommendations for anything, or basically anything under the sun, feel free to drop them below. Send me an email, shoot me a text, connect with me on social media, and I'd be happy to help you guys out however I can. So until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.